Welcome back to Fueling Growth, Marketing for Auto Repair Shops. I'm Zane Taylor, and today we're zeroing in on personalization, how tailoring service and communication turns one-time visitors into loyal fans. Joining me is Roger Glass, a strategist who has helped hundreds of shops refine their customer experience. Roger, welcome to the show. Here's our goal: practical, repeatable steps to understand each customer's vehicle, situation, and preferences so we can serve faster and more profitably. Think higher repeat visits, stronger average repair orders, and more referrals, all while standing out in crowded markets. We'll dig into data capture, consent, the tool stack, quick wins, and how to roll this out without overwhelming the team. If you own an independent or multi-location shop, this conversation will help you drive calls with less guesswork.
Thanks for having me. Personalization matters because auto repair is personal. A family's safety, a commuter's livelihood, a fleet's uptime. When we tailor to the person and the vehicle, three things happen. First, repeat visits climb because customers feel recognized and guided, not sold. Second, average repair order rises ethically since we recommend the next right service from mileage, history, and driving habits instead of generic bundles. Third, referrals grow because people share experiences that feel easy and thoughtful. In competitive markets, personalization is differentiation. Two shops can advertise the same price, but only one greets me by name, references my last visit, knows my commute, and offers a shuttle at the right time. We've seen retention lift 10 to 15 points by getting specific about who's in front of us and what that driver needs.
I like how you framed trust as the outcome. Let's sharpen the distinction between segmentation and personalization. Segmentation groups people with similar attributes, say 6,100 mile Honda owners or commuters nearby. Personalization happens at the moment of contact. It's the advisor saying, based on your 2016 Accord at 82,000 miles and highway driving, here's what's due now, what can wait, and the cost saver options. Both matter, but together they're powerful. We typically map four lenses: the vehicle itself, life cycle stage, driver profile, and whether the client is retail or fleet. Services, timing, and messaging shift for each. A rideshare driver with a Civic needs fast turn oil and tire checks. A parent with a minivan may value loaners and car seat cleaning. A plumber's 3-truck fleet wants uptime guarantees and consolidated invoicing. Same shop, different playbooks that feel tailor-made.
Exactly. To power those playbooks, capture a core set of customer and vehicle details and keep them current. Start with year, make, model, trim, engine, mileage, and last service date. Add oil type, tire size, and warranty status. Then layer the human context, driving habits and commute, whether they tow, garage, or street park, budget sensitivity, preferred contact channel and time, language, and weight, drop-off, shuttle, or loaner. Tag household relationships and fleet associations, because multi-car families and small businesses buy in patterns. Note advisor continuity, who they've worked with. None of this needs to be intrusive. It's about relevance. If a customer says mornings by text and wants updates from a specific advisor, flag it. The result is a service plan and communication rhythm that feels like it was designed for them, because it was.
That inventory of fields becomes real only when the team gathers it naturally. Use intake scripts. What's the mileage? City or highway? Do you prefer text or email, and what time is best? On the website, add fields for commute, wait or drop off, and shuttle or loaner. Flow those into the CRM so the advisor isn't retyping. At the counter, build a habit. After every repair order, confirm mileage, update tags, and record notes. A 5-minute hygiene sweep keeps segments accurate. Compliance is non-negotiable. Get explicit SMS and email opt-ins, store the consent source and timestamp, and honor opt-outs immediately. For SMS, align with TCPA. For email, follow CAN spam. Provide clear language on what messages they'll receive, and make unsubscribe effortless. Personalization should feel like service, not surveillance. The way to erode trust is blasting messages to someone who never consented or asked to stop.
Tools matter because they reduce friction for the team. Most shops have a shop management system. Pair it with a CRM that integrates DVI and two-way texting. Must-haves are searchable tags, merge fields for name, vehicle, mileage, and due items, plus automation that can trigger by time, mileage, or status. Two-way SMS is critical, so customers can confirm, ask questions, or send photos. Look for integrations that sync vehicles and service history automatically, and that push DVI findings into messages without copy-paste. Templates should personalize easily, and permissions and account ownership keep fleet owner contacts separated from drivers. If your tools cannot store consent timestamps and handle unsubscribe logic across channels, upgrade. Finally, reporting must show performance by segment and campaign, not total volume. If the tech helps the advisor be more human, that's the right stack. If it adds clicks, simplify.
Let's stack a few quick wins our clients implement in week 1. First, mileage and time-based reminders tuned to make, model, and oil type, not a generic oil change due. If the record shows synthetic oil in 7,000-mile intervals, schedule at 6,800 miles, with language that acknowledges highway driving versus short trips. Second, a first-time customer welcome flow, a thank you message from the advisor with an intro, the next due estimate, and a link to preferred channels. Third, post-service check-ins. Ask, how's it driving? At 3 days, and any noises or questions? At 30 days. Both invite feedback before it becomes a review issue. Finally, respect the preferred channel and timing, and keep advisor continuity. If someone prefers text at lunch and trusts a specific advisor, don't reroute or email blast. The lift. Fewer no-shows, more approved work, and customers who say, you remembered me, which is a marketing line you can't buy.
Offers get sharper when they mirror the life cycle and context. For under-warranty vehicles, focus on maintenance that complements dealership visits. Tire rotations, alignments, wiper bundles, and road trip checks with clear pricing. Between 60 and 100,000 miles, create reliability bundles that pair fluid exchanges with belts, hoses, and a battery test, packaged with parts options. Past 100,000 miles, emphasize longevity and value, cooling system health, suspension refresh, and a plan to stage work over 2 or 3 visits. Seasonal triggers work when specific. If the forecast shows a heat wave, promote AC checks to owners who declined it during their last visit. Before holiday travel, send a ready-to-roll check tailored to vehicles with older tires or overdue alignments. For multi-car households, acknowledge the second vehicle with a family plan. For fleets, offer priority scheduling, PMs, and consolidated invoicing. And for lost customers, win-back campaigns should reference the last service and the item that's due now, with a path to book and a human tone.
Let's carry this to the website and the counter. Online, dynamic content can do heavy lifting. Detect make and model from a returning visitor or a quick selector, and display recommended for your 2014 Tacoma with maintenance tied to mileage bands. If the zip suggests a long commute, highlight after-hours drop-off and shuttle. On the booking page, feed preference fields straight to the CRM as tags: wait or drop-off, preferred channel and time, shuttle or loaner, language. Don't ask twice. Show you listened. In the shop, small touches compound. Greet by name and reference notes like, we'll have you out by 4 since you work nights. If shuttle or loaner is flagged, have it ready. These micro moments save minutes and signal care. Over time, they become stories customers repeat. Make the process reliable even on busy Mondays, so checklists keep personalization consistent.
Digital vehicle inspections are perfect for personalization because they blend visual proof with a human voice. Record a video greeting that uses the customer's name, mentions the vehicle, and prioritizes findings as safety, soon, or monitor. We found the front brake pads at 2 millimeters on your Outback, so that's a safety item for today. Rear pads are at 5, so we'll monitor. That clarity respects budgets and builds confidence. In messaging, templates should automatically pull the name, vehicle, due items, and the advisor's name, but leave space for one personal note. We'll have the stroller ready by the front desk. For review requests, tailor the ask to the service type and the customer's preferred channel. A big-ticket job may merit a call and text. An oil change can trigger an SMS with a link, timed for the evening when they're off the road. Avoid over-soliciting. One well-timed request beats 3 pings and keeps opt-outs low.
Let's extend personalization to acquisition. In Google Ads, ad customizers can insert the searched make or do service into headlines. Brake service for your Camry, routed to a landing page listing common Camry brake symptoms and our inspection process. Pair that with call-only ads during commute windows or a clear text us option. On Facebook and Instagram, build audiences around ownership and service due windows using your tags and platform interests. Then show creative that references road trip prep, child safety checks, or high mileage maintenance, depending on the segment. Direct mail works when timely and specific. Trigger postcards at mileage milestones, tire age, or after a failed inspection. Reference the vehicle and invite them to book via QR code landing on a personalized page. The key is consent and respect. Match frequency to value, suppress recent visitors, and never use data that would feel creepy if read aloud. Useful is welcomed. Surveillance is rejected.
To know it's working, measure what matters. Start with retention rate and repeat visits by segment. New customers, 60, 100K, 100K plus, fleets. Track average repair order and lifetime value. Better timing and education should raise without discounting. Layer in communication KPIs, response rates by channel, opt-out rate, click-through, and review volume tied to service type. Then test. A/B subject lines. Ready for your 90K service versus keep your pilot road trip ready. Offer framing, bundle price versus line item savings, and send times by preference tag. Treat segments like mini markets and compare 30, 60, and 90 days. Reporting loop should answer. Which 3 segments drive most retention and ARO gains? Double down there, then iterate on lower performers. If something spikes opt-outs, pause and diagnose frequency, tone, or targeting accuracy. Personalization isn't set it and forget it. It's set it, watch it, and improve it.
Let's make it runnable for a small team. Start with the top 3 segments by volume and opportunity, usually first-time customers, 60 to 100K mile vehicles, and multi-car households. Build templates and checklists, intake questions, DVI framing, 2 or 3 offers matched to their stage. Automation handles 80%. Advisors add the personal 20. In a 30 to 60-90 rollout, the first 30 days focus on data capture and consent. Update the booking form, train intake scripts, create tags, and launch a first-time flow. Days 31 to 60 days add mileage-based reminders by oil type, plus the 3-day and 30-day check-ins. Days 61 to 90 introduce lifecycle bundles and a lost customer win-back, while starting A/B tests on subject lines and send times. Weekly, hold a 15-minute huddle. What tags did we miss? What slowed us down? What message sparked replies? And which story made us proud? That cadence compounds consistency without burnout.
A few pitfalls to avoid. First, being too personal. Notes like kids' names or health situations are unnecessary and can feel intrusive. Stick to service-relevant preferences, commute, timing, vehicle goals, budget, and transportation needs. Second, stale or inaccurate data. If you don't maintain mileage and last service dates, your reminders will be wrong, and trust erodes quickly. Third, discounting as default. Personalization isn't a coupon engine. It's relevance and convenience. Lead with education and planning, not price races. A story. A 3-bay shop struggled with churn. We implemented a first-time flow, advisor continuity, and mileage reminders tied to oil type. We added DVI videos with safety, soon, monitor prioritization, and we respected a text me at 12:1 only preference. 90 days later, no-show rate fell 28%, ARO rose 12%, and reviews doubled with comments feeling remembered. No extra ad spend, just clearer moments that proved we were paying attention. Personalization, done right, turns scattered touchpoints into a guided journey customers stick with.
That's a perfect snapshot to close on. Keep details relevant, keep data fresh, and lead with planning over price. For anyone wanting help mapping this, Here's the simplest next step. If you want help prioritizing and sequencing for your market, reach out and we'll map it together. Call us at 4708-388-123 or email support@benoitassociates.com. That's support at mbenoitassociates.com to talk next steps and see how we can help you grow. No pressure, just a smart conversation. That wraps today's episode of Fueling Growth, Marketing for Auto Repair Shops. We explored why personalization drives repeat visits, ARO, and referrals, the difference between segmentation and live one-to-one moments, what data to capture and how to keep it clean, consent and compliance, the tech stack, quick win automations, offers by lifecycle and season, website, booking, and DVI touchpoints, ads and mail that feel helpful, plus KPIs, testing, and a 30, 60, 90 rollout you can run. The through line is simple. Relevance builds trust, and trust builds revenue. Start small, make it consistent, and let your team's humanity shine through tools. If this episode helped, share it with a shop owner who deserves growth and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Until then, keep the lifts humming and customer stories coming.